Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm back with a message needed here right now. Let's hop right into it and find out what message your angels have for you today. From the jump, I am hearing that you are someone a lot of people look to for inspiration, and that may result in a lot of people copying you, talking the way you do, acting the way you do. I feel a lot of my lightworkers out there, you guys just have a quality to you that whatever you do it with love. So it's very attractive to a lot of people. So again, you may or may not notice that people are copying you or have copied you your whole entire life. I feel like for a lot of guys out there, especially in the workplace, people may copy your style of doing things. I feel for some of you out there, people may copy your phrases, your words, your way of speaking. Doesn't really matter what you have going on. It's just that you just manage to just do things your own way, and people find that very attractive. I do know a lot of you guys out there could be very annoyed at this, especially when people copy you and you may feel like you don't get the credit for it. But I do feel at the end of the day, you're always gonna get what you deserve. And I do feel that if some of you guys moved yourself out of an environment because of this issue, you're just gonna step into a new environment with a new energy and be successful there. I do feel, again, this is mostly a positive quality, even if you don't see it as such, but people are definitely talking about the fact that maybe you disappeared from some sort of environment and they can't use you for inspiration anymore. I feel for some of you out there, it is a kind of direct message that if you did feel like someone was copying you or copying your notes or copying your homework or looking over your shoulder or trying to do things the way that you're doing them, and you left that situation or cut that person off and they don't have access to you anymore, it's like they don't even know how to function. I do feel that some of you may feel as though friends that you make, people you work with, people you date, try to be you, and that's definitely the case. And I feel that for a lot of you guys out there, people choose not to date you or be close to you because they're actually just studying you from afar. And a lot of you guys may have that weird feeling that you're being watched, and you definitely are. But again, I feel a lot of you use this quality to make money, to further yourself. And if you haven't done that yet, just know that this is something that you're meant to do. I feel, again, my light workers and my healers, if you're new here, welcome. But I always tell you guys, you have a light to you and you have a blueprint to you. And a lot of you guys are the first to do certain things. And you're placed in certain environments, you're placed in certain situations where people are meant to be inspired by you. They're meant to at least emulate a little bit of what you have going on. And I know that could be very annoying, but not everybody out there could be a trendsetter, or else there wouldn't really be trends, if you get what I mean, you know? So I feel by people out there, you guys are natural trendsetters. That's what I'm picking up on. Of course, the star card flew out. So again, you do have a star quality. And I do always tell you guys this. I want you guys to comment below, I'm a star, because you need to remind yourself this every single day of your life, especially when you're getting annoyed at these situations. Another interesting message I do hear coming through is that you may have had an ex or someone from your past that was watching you and checking up on you, and they may have blocked you, or you guys don't have access to each other anymore, or you blocked them or whatever. But this person's kind of losing it because you may or may not know this, but they were looking at your stuff and things you're doing as a source of inspiration. And again, I feel just because your relationship with someone is over doesn't mean that they still don't crave your energy, your vibe, and what you have going on. And you may feel that certain people that you do date even are a bit competitive with you because, again, when you enter the room, people turn and look at you. And I do feel it's also just because you have your own way of dressing, your own way of doing things. And I really feel for a lot of you guys out there, some of you guys are like gonna comment below like, I know this, but I do feel like the select few guys are just like, I'm really just trying to get in and out of places and be unnoticed. But you don't follow what everyone else is doing. So even when you're not really doing anything special in your eyes, you just have a different energy to you. I do feel for a lot of guys out there too, you may be styling your hair a certain way or always switching up your look. This is a star card. A lot of guys may have Aquarius placements. I'm an Aquarius, February 17th, for those that don't know. But again, it doesn't really matter what your sign, but I do feel that there's a Uranus type of energy going on here where there's a uniqueness to you, an eccentricness, and it's not an energy of you're trying to stand out. It really just is who you are. I feel a lot of you guys have tried to dim this, especially growing up, because it always got people talking about you. Some of you guys were even bullied for just being different, and you couldn't fit in no matter what it is that you did. So you decided to just be yourself. And I feel that that's actually an energy that people really admire. A lot of people don't know how to think for themselves. A lot of people don't know how to be themselves. A lot of people can't even really pick out an outfit without asking other people's advice or going online or copying something. There's even people out there who need to like research a caption when they post a photo or something like that. Now, some of you guys may do that, but you still do it in a unique way. But I feel for some of you guys out there, like maybe you are interested in fashion, and so you're looking things up in order to make things your own. I'm not really talking about that, but I'm talking about the fact that a lot of people, everything they do is copied or emulated off of what other people are doing. And that's why it's kind of shocking when there's an energy like you guys coming in here and doing your own thing, even when you're not even doing anything that special. But I'm also picking up on the fact that those who are creatives out there, if you write your own music, if you do vlog, or if you do write your captions, or if you do anything creative, you're doing it in a different way. Some of you guys may even have been shamed because you're not doing things by the book, but you're doing it in the way that's divinely orchestrated for you. I'm even hearing some of you guys are dancers, some of you guys are singers. It doesn't matter, but I feel like you have your own unique style, and people will try to copy it if you do end up putting that out there too as well. I feel like there's a select group that is afraid of people copying you, and there's a select group out there who don't even feel like anything you're doing is special. I feel like for my people out there who feel that way about yourself, if you are creating, people need to see that, whether it's your art or whether it's something that you're passionate about. I feel for some of you guys, it's not about your art, but it's more about your opinion on things. You have very knowledgeable opinions, you do your research. So maybe you're in a group and people are discussing things and you're the first to bring up a solid point. Or maybe some of you guys are online and you're debating things, or you're making TikToks and people copy the things that you're saying. And again, it could be annoying, but if you're saying something that's valuable and people are agreeing with it and you're the first person to say it, you are spreading that knowledge, you are doing what God has put you here to do. And I feel that a lot of you out there may have different opinions or viewpoints or something solid to put out there and you're afraid to speak it. But I feel that people will definitely admire the things that you guys are saying and doing. But it doesn't matter what area of life this is pointing to. A lot of you, it's all areas of life where you're just going to do things your own way. I'm actually hearing that one song. It's kind of a throwback to like 2003, but it's Avril Lavigne, where she says, I'd rather be anything than ordinary. Like, I feel like a lot of you out there, like, it pains you to try to mold yourself into what other people are doing. Actually, you're not really capable of it. You're not meant to be doing it, and it's not on your path. So again, if you're in a place in your life right now where you don't know the next step because you don't really have that guidance, some of you guys out there are already creative, or you're already self-employed, or some of you are younger, you're just trying to figure out what to do with your life. Some of you guys just feel like you're in a crisis right now and you want to make a career switch. What you're going to be doing next is going to be completely unique to you. But I am hearing as well that if you did leave an environment or a job, or you're stepping away from something you were doing in the past, people around you are kind of bugging out because they did look to you for guidance on how to do the things that they're doing. Obviously, it could be more literal. Like, some of you guys out there are actual like bosses, and then you left the situation, or you were a manager, and now people don't really know how to, do the job properly, right? But I also feel that this has something to do with the way you guys create or post. So some of you may have been posting pictures and you noticed that someone was copying you and you stopped posting for a while. It may not be because of that. You just kind of felt like it was time to take a break, or you're in a transition. And people are definitely noticing that. I feel some of you guys did switch up. Yeah, I'm hearing Meg the Stallion. I like to switch up my flow every week. I'm hearing something like that. Like, I feel like some of you guys always like to switch up your flow, your vibe. I'm getting some Pisces energy here too as well, some Sagittarius. You're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do things differently now. And it throws people for a loop that copy or emulate you. Like, I'm hearing somebody out there may have even changed their whole style or wardrobe, and you may have had somebody that was kind of emulating their whole being off of you, and now you just change and they don't know what to do with themselves. And again, I feel that you guys are people that love to express yourself, and you're constantly changing over time. Now, and some of you guys out there are going through transformations that you don't even realize are noticeable to other people. But there's something about the transformation you guys are going through right now that's making it very difficult for a certain group of people or a person to copy you, is what I'm hearing. So again, it's gonna be literal. Some of you guys are like influencers and you're posting, and now you're switching up what you're doing or whatever, or it doesn't even matter what you have going on really. It just means that people are just having a hard time being you or emulating you, because you are also constantly changing and growing and evolving. And that's what's fascinating right now. What I'm hearing for the collective is that you are going through an intense transformation right now, and it's getting hard for people to even recognize you. I'm also hearing as well that some of you may be meeting people, or people may be falling off of your path quickly. And I do feel again that you are in a bit of a transformation. So when you come out of it, you're definitely going to have more stability there. And that can also have something to do with your finances too as well. But I'm not surprised that when I was shuffling today and I sat down in the beginning of this message, I heard people are copying you. You were the first to say something. You're the first to do something. People emulate their life around you guys. It's very fascinating. This is definitely giving leadership, but spiritual leadership. It's energetic. I feel, again, some of you guys don't really sought after to be this grandiose leader that's leading thousands of people, but your energy just has a positive effect on others, and people need it. People need your energy, as crazy as that sounds. A lot of you guys came down here incarnated just for that purpose, just to share your energy, share your knowledge, share your vibe. So if you're not enjoying what you're doing anymore and you're not feeling creative or fulfilled, God is definitely opening a pathway for you guys to switch it up, because I do feel that there is going to be an area where you're going to be needed, or their energy is going to be needed somewhere else now. And I do feel that some of the energy that you guys have put in place in past environments can last those people a lifetime, right? Something that had worked for you can be something that can be very beneficial for somebody else. I feel like you guys could be teachers. It's like something you're teaching. Someone can go off and be really successful at that, or even more successful than you, but you're going to go on to something else and become successful at that. a lot of you guys are like jack of all trades. I'm hearing that, or I feel like you're masters a lot of things too. But it's kind of like you have a lot of skills or hobbies, or a lot of you guys out there are like not really in it for like any reason other than you want to just fulfill yourself, right? So this could also have something to do with something you guys are moving away from, but some of you may feel like a sense of responsibility over certain people when you are leaving a certain situation, or that people are looking to you for guidance and you feel like these people need you. But I really feel that you guys have left enough in that environment and situation, and you're entering a new one where people are going to need you more. And when you're more fulfilled, you're going to be vibrating even higher. So you are vibrating out of an environment, out of a situation, but it's not going to stop people from copying the things you've done prior. Like, you can find that people may have been inspired by a piece of work that you've done or something you've done years or months ago. It doesn't make it any less relevant. I always like to remind you guys this, because sometimes when we're in the midst of transformation, we kind of feel like we need to abandon our old self, or the things that we've done before, or things that we created before weren't good. And I feel like the things that you guys have done is amazing. And some of you guys feel like you couldn't even recreate the things you've done in the past, even if you wanted to, right? And this kind of thing to do with like art, creativity, or you know, you were in a phase where you were really passionate about a certain subject or topic, shared that knowledge, and now you don't really care to talk about it anymore, right? We're always constantly like growing and evolving. If you stayed stuck talking about the same things all the time, you drive yourself crazy. So some of you guys are losing interest in something that once fascinated you, but you may have done something with that energy and impacted a lot of people, even if it means sharing with your friend group, sharing with your family, sharing your point of view. But again, we have the star card coming in here. So you guys are seriously headed towards even more attention where you're going. So I would not be surprised if you're in a hermit mode right now, or you keep it to yourself. And again, I'm hearing it's driving people crazy because they want to be able to see what you have going on, because you may or may not know this, but people have taken from you and gone the long haul with it. People have taken your advice and gone the long haul with it. And this is not even like a negative message. It's actually something you guys should be really happy about, because you don't always see these things. People are not going to go up to you and tell you like, yeah, I copied the way you were styling your hair and I got a ton of compliments. People might, you know, but a lot of the time they're not going to do that. Sometimes people will copy things you guys are doing to no success, just because, you know, it's just weird just to be copying people. But I feel like there's an energy where people are meant to be taking inspiration from the things you guys are saying, from the things you guys are doing. So continue on doing what you're doing. And even if you do feel like you're not inspired or you're not shining right now, you will get back into that energy, because I do feel you are just in the midst of another transformation. As I always say, you know, if you guys are new here, you welcome. But I always talk about this, like, because sometimes when we go through awakenings or we go through changes, like, we forget that we've done it many times before, but some of them are more intense than others. And you are definitely in an intense one. That's what I'm hearing. And I feel you guys are also meant to guide other people through changes. You are meant to show people, maybe publicly or personally, that it's okay to change. It's okay to let things go. It's okay to be passionate about something and still be right about that, but not be stuck on it, because there's something about healing going on here too as well. Like, your awareness, your knowledge, the way that you guys shine, it provides healing for people. But then when you also detach and you start doing something different than the way you've done it before, it also gets people kind of questioning what areas of life they need to make changes. So yeah, there is an area where you guys are going to make a huge change, if it hasn't already happened yet, and it's going to cause people to think that they need to make that change too. But I feel like some people may, some people won't, you know. Some of you guys did something like you maybe started a fitness journey, and then you noticed some of the people in your life started it, which is amazing. That's a positive effect of that. Or some of you, again, it's the way you're posting, the way you're doing things. Maybe you are switching that up, and again, it doesn't really matter. Some of you guys are changing your career, and you may have someone around you, like a friend, like, oh, should I switch my career too? Or some of you guys left a job and someone's like, oh, I'm gonna leave too, right? But again, they can only go on their own intuition to see like what's best for them. There's gonna be some cases where people are meant to follow your lead, but other people are just copying and kind of like being weird. I feel like, again, you do have some people being weird, and some of you may have picked up on that or not, you know. I do feel a lot of you guys out there. The reason why you shine so bright is because you're not really bothered with what anybody else is doing. You're not really checking on anybody like that, right? You may have people bring things to your attention, maybe like, oh, do you see this person copying you? And you'll be like, oh, whatever, you know. But I feel, again, that it's almost always a compliment, you know. Invitation is flattery. That's what I'm hearing. And another side of it is that people take the things that you guys say and do, and they learn from it. So you do have a lot of people observing you and studying you, fascinated by you, fascinated by the way that you move. trying to understand you, trying to understand what your next move is. Again, a lot of you are very successful, so people just see you as someone they want to emulate. And I am hearing eventually a lot of you guys will probably write a book or something like that, or something with self-help, or a lot of you guys could, or in that area you specialize in, you probably will be doing something more with that in the future. Or I'm hearing circling back to something that you're an expert on. But if right now you're a little burnt out, or you're not really too focused on something that you once loved doing or teaching about or talking about, that's perfectly fine, because you are someone with a lot of different talents and gifts and skills. We have the 4 cups here, so I do pick up on the sense that people may be inspired and lit up by you in a certain environment, but you may not be feeling that way over there, right? And again, the other side of that is that if you are constantly lifting, inspiring, whether you're doing spiritual work or it doesn't matter, you're always using that spiritual energy that you embody. So you could be constantly drained of it as well, and that can make you guys feel a little bit stagnant. So some of you could just be going through a rest period too. But when the inspiration comes back to you, you guys will always shine no matter what it is you put your mind to. I kind of feel that energy. Some of you guys out there do know what you want to do, but you're kind of afraid to make that leap. But there's also a group out there of people that I'm hearing that you don't really know what is going to light you up next, but you're going to find it. So yeah, let's see what the Queen of Cups is about. I also feel again that another thing that people are quite inspired by is your strength. So I'm hearing that some of you guys may be getting ready to tell your story in one way or another, or you may be being called to share more about yourself, share more about your life. I feel again that there is a certain case here where I don't want to get into it because it's a little toxic, but I do sense that some of you have an ex or past lover that maybe they have someone else in their life that likes to copy you or watch you. And they may never admit this, but this person deep down intuitively knows that this individual is quite fascinated with you. So that is quite interesting. But again, we don't really need to know all that, but it's coming through. And if you have peeped that, you're not wrong about it. You know, I do see this Queen of Cups here. Again, some of you guys may have water placements too as well. Okay, what does she have that I don't? Interesting. And some of you might not realize this is happening because you have people out there that you've dated or that you like or that you may be talking to that are quite fascinated with you, but they're not going to always share that with you or even reach out to you with the 5 of Swords there, because people just kind of constantly see you as this star energy, this hard to reach person. And it's also your energy. You guys are also very divinely protected. So not everybody can just be a part of your life. I feel also some people are just kind of afraid to approach and be around you. But people who get to know you, they do see that you are somebody who is just doing your own thing, basically. I do feel that people always get inspired when they're around you, or you guys try to inspire people to do their own thing, to go after things that they want in life. Let's see. Hot seat. 2-on-1. And again, there is a situation here where I also feel like someone sees you as competition, but you may not even be noticing that they're there, they exist. Like, I really feel that, unfortunately, like, having this star quality makes people pay attention to you who you don't even really think twice about, or people that you may have thought, okay, they're over whatever happened, the falling out, the fight, or whatever, right? But there's a situation where somebody is, like, feeling like they got to constantly check up on you or look over their shoulder when it comes to you, that you're going to take something of theirs. I feel like this is a workplace situation, but I also feel like this is a romantic situation because we got the first kiss there, or you did steal somebody from somebody. I don't know why I left it at that. But the Emperor here because, yeah, okay. The reason why people are also like very into you guys is because a lot of the dating game, in case you guys haven't noticed, is people just chasing validation, right? And when you have this star quality, you guys are not chasing other people, you're chasing your destiny. Even when you like somebody, you're like, okay, well, I'm not gonna play these games. I'm gonna focus on what lights me up, what inspires me. Even if you guys do like somebody, you're focused on it. Like, you still have an energy where you're not putting your whole being into it because you just have so many other amazing things going on. And I feel also that your energy is hard for people to let go of because when they're around you, they feel lit up. So there is a situation here where I do feel somebody could be getting into fights with somebody about you, or someone here is watching you, bringing you up because they still sense that this person is watching you. Actually, that's what I'm hearing. Maybe somebody caught their ex or past, or your ex, I should say, or their ex, watching you guys. Maybe this is somebody new that has an ex around them, but I also feel like this could be someone from your past here that still watches you, and it may be harmless. I know that's not appropriate, but I do feel in a sense that a lot of you did provide so much hope and guidance and inspiration and all these amazing, beautiful things when you're friends with someone, when you date them, that even just checking up on you kind of gives them a little bit of that energy. And yeah, we got the 5 of Wands. There's definitely people getting into a fight. Wow, interesting. That's a 2-on-1. But I just see you guys just doing a lot of healing, not really too focused on what anybody else has going on. We do have a Knight of Cups here. I feel like you guys do have a lot of secret admirers. You have a lot of people checking up on you. You have a lot of people who want to be around you. A lot of people want to be your friend. We got King of Pentacles here. And then we have 7 of Swords. Oh, yeah. The Moon. Yeah, someone here is still secretly very obsessed with you guys. Very fascinated with you, or is, I should say, but I say still because this is a past energy. Yeah, I feel like it has to be, but it doesn't have. It could be someone newer, but I really feel that this is a past energy that's still watching you, and they still want to emulate something that you guys embody. So there is a past lover here, I feel, that was really inspired by especially your strength. And it could have been after they did you dirty and how you just walked away, or how you stand up for yourself, or how you carry yourself. It's almost like they probably couldn't handle dating you, but they still draw a lot of inspiration from the way that you are, the way you carry yourself, if that makes sense. And yeah, for some of you guys out there too, I do feel that there is somebody who may have also dated the same person you dated, but they saw the way you guys walked away or stood up for yourself, and they're fascinated by you because of it. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. Interesting. I didn't think the was going this way, because I thought it was going to just be more about like the way you guys are doing things. But again, the way you handle yourself, the way you handle relationships, your self-love, your self-respect, the way you put your purpose first, like this is inspiring to a lot of people, because somebody here could be very focused on somebody, and they've seen this person be focused on you, and they're like, what is this person doing that gets people so fascinated by them? I do feel, again, that it's common knowledge, or people talk about the fact that a lot of people are fascinated by what you have going on, or that people see that you're out there just chasing your dreams, chasing your goals. And of course, there's going to be some haters in the mix, because, you know, they only have time to sit around and talk about you and not go after things that they want to do. But I feel that a lot of this is very positive. We got possessive and insecure. Yeah, again, because there was a situation here with somebody who really did like you, but they were just really insecure around you, and they do still feel a sense of possessiveness over you. So there's somebody here that even though you're shining, you're moving on from them, you're not thinking about them, they still have you in their mind. They're still focused on you. There could have been, you know, someone around them that saw that they were still in this energy, and they're getting to fights over you. I'm hearing that, you know, somebody's getting to a fight with somebody else over you, or someone got into a fight with someone else over you because someone was maybe caught watching you or watching what you're doing, which could be easily the case, especially for a lot of my collective or people out there who are influencers of some kind. You guys post, or you just always are posting positive things, or you have a public profile. And even if you guys don't, like maybe they were caught trying to search you up, or caught like having a picture of you or something that they shouldn't be having. Like someone was caught with something that they shouldn't have been caught with, or caught watching you or looking you up. Interesting. Somebody here thinks that you got the better end of the deal from somebody else, but I really don't think that's the case, guys. I just feel that there's a lot of people, and you guys will experience this because you know this, but people could be very focused on you, focused on your energy, but didn't treat you right, or not really even interacting with you much, right? But that doesn't change the energy from being there. So some people can intuitively feel that, or see that, or even catch something and think that you're getting something that you're not, or you got something, or you were treated better, you know, or something like that, right? I don't know, I'm seeing something like that coming in, where somebody just feels like maybe I don't know, some of you guys, somebody wants your advice here on how to deal with somebody else because you dealt with them. Very interesting. But just in general, I do feel that your friends or people in the workplace, if there's an issue, you're typically the one people are like, okay, yeah, you should call this person. Okay, here's the thing though. I feel like you're not always everyone's first to call for help or this or that, because of the fact that people still are intimidated, or you have this hard to reach energy. And also, again, I do feel like a lot of you are very divinely protected from jumping in and saving everyone from everything. But there's kind of this energy where when shit hits the fan, like people are like, you got to call this collective person right here. Like in a situation, like you're the person that people call when all fails, because they know that you're going to give it to them straight. You're going to give them the real advice. Somebody here is debating calling you, because they're very fascinated by the way you handle a certain situation revolving around someone that they know, or you guys dealt with someone very shady and maybe they moved on to somebody else and they want to hit you up because you just have this energy here where it's like, okay, like if this person is as real and genuine as what they put out there, what I see, or what they're creating, what they're doing, then they're probably gonna help me out too. And it's like this energy where people are saying that you are kind, that you would even help out your enemies. That's kind of what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, but a friend of an enemy is not a friend though. That's what I'm hearing. So just watch out because people are kind of shady and weird. I feel like someone may be coming towards you for advice, but they actually are fascinated by, or someone's gonna try to befriend you, but they wanna study you a little bit possibly because someone around them is still very attached or infatuated with you. So yeah, some of you guys may have an ex or someone is dating reach out to you. It's very strange. And honestly, you guys have a situation here where people know you exist, but you don't know they exist, or people watch you, but you don't really notice that. And again, because you guys are not really checking every single thing. Some of you guys don't even check your messages, I'm hearing, or you don't even check your phone, or you let the phone ring and you don't even care to answer it. And I get that, especially my people out there who are more on the introverted end, or some of you guys are super busy and booked and busy and you don't have time to answer every phone call or do this or that. Yeah, I'm hearing, leave a message after the tone. I feel like someone could have kind of tried to call you, but you didn't even answer. Like it could be someone caught someone talking to you and they tried to call you or fight with you and you didn't answer because you were just busy. Like that's the thing, like you got the reputation here of being completely unbothered by situations where people are losing sleep over, and you can have your own situations where you are completely bothered by it, but you seem to again to just have this dark quality where even the way you handle situations sets a tone here. So I feel that there's something going on here where you handle a situation a certain way and everyone's kind of like in awe about that, and you cut someone off. And I feel that there's just someone around this individual that wants to speak with you. Honestly, I did not know this. I did not see this reading going this way because I don't really understand. Like, I mean, this could be so many different things for a lot of you guys, but it does feel like a love situation, and you may not see it coming, and that's why it's coming through. But yeah, that might be a common theme though, that people do hit you up for advice or your insight on something, or they want the tea, or somebody may be approaching someone to get information about you. So again, I always say this, but if you do feel that energy around certain people, just limit what you're talking about. I do feel right now people are trying to get information about you possibly, especially when it comes to whatever it is that you guys naturally shine at, but you're not really revealing much at all, is what I'm seeing. Eight of Wands. You definitely have an influential energy here. We got the Queen of Wands there, which is just giving that you guys are just glowing up and looking good. And whatever you guys have, people want. So the tea is that there's a situation here where I do feel that maybe entering into a situation, somebody was more attracted to a certain individual because that person was attracted to you, or you had a thing with them, right? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Because I do feel that, like, now that you guys are detaching and shining and doing your own thing, like this person maybe wants to see a sign that you still care about the individual, because I'm telling you right now, like people are always searching for validation. So it's like, if you are somebody who's popping and people really like you and you got something going on for you, like something that you have, people want, right? So when you don't want it anymore, all of a sudden nobody wants them anymore too, right? Or they don't want that anymore. So it's like almost like you had somebody or the attention of somebody, and now that you don't really care for that person, or you haven't ever paid attention to that person, this person is still trying to like see some sort of sign that you care, because you liking that person kind of like makes them feel like they have something that you had, that they won something that you wanted, right? And that's kind of the thing. It's like nobody paid attention to this person or individual, or this person may have never even paid attention to this person, or would have never if you weren't in the picture. So that's very interesting. So yeah, a lot of you guys out there, that's why maybe you're very careful with dating or your friendships or who you put on, because when you put people on and you make them pop, and I think you did that to a certain individual here, or at least to the point where people all of a sudden were fighting for their attention and their time after you started dating or getting to know them or working with them or talking to them. Right, yeah. And it could go the other way too. Some of you guys are talking to someone or dating somebody, and people around you or past lovers or exes are coming back from the woodworks or flipping out because they're seeing you're getting the attention of somebody else. Yeah, I really feel that, yes, there's a quality of people could be jealous of somebody's interest in you, but it's actually more the fact that it's you. Like, I'm hearing it's you, babe. Like, like people are like wanting what you have. So you may think that someone around you is popping, but you made them pop. And that's honestly what I'm hearing. You put people on, you make them poppin', you make them popular, you kind of endorse them. So yeah, I'm getting a sense that a lot of you guys could be catapulting yourself into more popularity, into more success, into just a higher level of being. And you got some lessons here and some tests about just the universe really showing you that how amazing you are, God showing how amazing you are. And the fact of the matter is certain people just don't have that. They lost their sense of self. So if they see you shining and doing well, they assume that they're going to do things that you do or date people like you date. Or if you're going to be single, then they want to be single. Or if you're going to be in a relationship, they want to be in a relationship. Like, people are definitely emulating you guys. And I feel that, yeah, the situation here where you guys may have just had a situation where somebody else was interested in them and it was almost like the competition made them they thrive with the competition. Or it could be an individual here that wanted you to fight with somebody else over them and you just never did, which is really funny. Because a lot of people, again, they're operating out of these low vibrational energies, this unhealedness, this insecurity, this possessiveness. And I'm not saying that you guys as light workers, as healers, that you guys don't have possessiveness or jealousy or insecurity. Everybody does as human. Like, we'd be lying to say that we don't feel jealous at certain points, or people haven't, tried to make you jealous and sometimes they get under your skin or whatever, right? But the thing is that you guys are an example of how to fight those energies, because it's almost like there was definitely a situation here where somebody did try to make you possessive or jealous or insecure, and you handled that situation with grace, I'm hearing, and walked away. Or maybe you did come out, maybe you did tell someone off and walked away too. Like, you handled yourself, and someone low-key respects that. But at the same time, this is really interesting, but it's like the way you handle yourself, sometimes people don't have the strength to do that, right? So someone here is in a situation with somebody where maybe they're treating them the same way they treated you, and you had the ability to stand up for yourself and this person didn't. So they're like watching you, infatuated by you, like, and they could even be a hater of yours, but deep down that resentment comes from the fact that you reflect something within themselves that they weren't able to do, which is step up and have some sort of strength, right? So your strength is something that, and I've talked about this before, something that you guys have come here to also show people how to be strong. I think people always make the common misconception that when you are someone in the star energy, or you're someone who is a leader, a mentor, a teacher, you're strong, that you don't feel these hurts or these pains, or you don't need to heal, or you're not going through it. You could be going through it 10 times more than other people, but you're not a slave to your first gut instinct. You're not a slave to your anger. You're not a slave to, even if you do slip up or have a moment here of weakness, you just get back right on track here. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. Like, you could have people seriously try to throw you, and instead of turning around and seeking revenge, or you decided to walk away. And I feel that there's another situation here where maybe somebody was doing something to you and you could have got revenge or could have got even, especially in the situation, maybe, somebody here was disloyal, dishonest, and you can go back to that individual if you wanted to, but you didn't want to. And that's like what I feel that this person could be realizing. Maybe somebody got somebody that you don't want anymore, or that you let go of, and they are trying to convince themselves that they won something here, but in reality, you can still have feelings or care about that individual, but choose not to be with them, or choose not to be around them, or choose strength, or choose to shine. And I think that through doing that, you've transformed. So I feel that deep down, these people that are still fascinated with you, right? Whether it be ex or past lovers, even if somebody is in a new relationship here and their new person's got an infatuation with you, it actually stems from the fact that you embody something that this person desires. Because why don't they just live their lives, right? And I feel that, yeah, let's see. So yeah, it goes full circle. Somebody definitely feels like maybe when they copy or emulate you or your energy or your style, like it gets somebody else paying attention to them. Very weird, very strange, guys, but I'm telling you right now, these things could be happening and you don't even notice. Some of you guys out there are noticing it and you're weirded out by it, so I'm here to relay the message, but it's even more weirder relaying this message when you don't even know what the heck. But yeah, I mean, you have a hard time seeing how pop and amazing you are, but I'm hearing, imagine fumbling you guys. Like, imagine you being the somebody's heartbreak, and then they date someone else after you, and they're talking about you all the time, and they look you up and look at you guys are popping. I don't want to hear anything other than that, because I know that it's true. I've always said this, but again, you're not going to see yourself in this way. And even if you don't, like, some of you are even more confused by people's infatuation with you, but it comes down to the fact that you're shining, you're doing good, you're looking good, you're thriving. And it's like once upon a time you put someone on or made them a little relevant, but when you walked away from them, you've just put yourself into more of a spotlight. And I'm also hearing as well that kind of like when you leave someone's life, your energy and your light fades away from their life too, because I do feel as an individual here that could have been draining your energy or using your energy, and it was making them more attractive to a lot of people, and then that's kind of what happens. You guys may have noticed this, but maybe friends that you make, people you date, or jobs, or places you go, thrive when you're in that situation. And a lot of it is because your energy or your advice or the things you say and do or your high vibration brings in people. And then when you guys leave the picture, or sometimes people think, oh, it's them, and they start getting cocky when they treat you badly, all that energy goes away and they get karma for it. Because you're meant to spread your energy. You're meant to give people this something that they could work off of here. You're meant to show people strength, and you're meant to do all these great things, but your energy, or this could be something that just happened while you guys were vibing up, but someone definitely fell off from your energy, and someone around them is sensing that too, which is really interesting. And it's like this person now may have rehashed their flame or infatuation with you because they subconsciously are realizing that you have completely detached. This could be someone from a long time ago, but this is a really fascinating message today for sure. We got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are tired of being drained. I hear that. Okay, so yeah, we got the Two of Cups here. Yeah, a lot of you guys are just constantly just trying to basically kill off this this older version of yourself and become this new version, get your energy back, feel good. And unfortunately, you do have a lot of these low vibrational, insecure people up in your energy field too as well, trying to recreate the old you, you know, and you're in the new you now, right? Or they're trying to access the old you. And I feel that there's somebody here that could be trying to get your attention, but it doesn't even work anymore. You've already accepted the ending. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are doing this out of sight, out of mind with a lot of situations. It's just natural for you. See what this is about. The Hermit. I feel a lot of you guys out there, even though you embody this dark quality, you also do have a hermit side because you do need to rest, recharge your energy. And there's a lot of people who probably make up rumors or try to fill in the blanks of what you're doing or what you have going on when you're not revealing too much or speaking too much or posting too much. I do get a sense here collectively, a lot of you guys were pulled or called to lay low or not share too much. And it's kind of annoying a lot of people because when you share with them, you're sharing your energy, or when you're posting a lot, you're sharing your energy, or when you're doing the most, like you're sharing your energy. There's gonna be periods where you're stepping out, shining and doing that. And then there's periods where you guys are just seriously hermit. I feel that there is a past lover here, definitely very focused on you guys because they can feel the detachment, and because they're still in a troubled vibration, they're like kind of convinced that maybe you have someone new. Some of you guys may do have somebody new here too as well, but I'm just seeing that like somebody, like a third party here is fascinated with you because they could subconsciously or consciously see that somebody else here is still very attracted to you, still very interested in you. And yeah, somebody here just, I'm hearing the playing with fire. What's that mean? Good advice from a wise person. I feel like you guys are being represented by this wise person, and you're always giving good advice and you're always doing amazing things. Misunderstanding. Hidden secrets. Time to go out and have fun. April, you guys could be dealing with something, someone born in April, or something could have happened in the month of April. Career. Position of authority. You naturally have a position of authority and you are elevating into another higher position of authority. Karma and love, beware self-delusion, spiritual development, enlightenment. Somebody that did you dirty is getting some karma. Someone did you dirty romantically. January could be significant, or someone could be born in January. Psychic ability, you'll be shown the way. And I just feel in general that a lot of people are just lost at this moment in time or just in life. And so you are someone who is known for your gifts, for your psychic abilities. So people feel like you're the one who's going to lead the way, right? And again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're the person that people think about or talk about when it comes to when shit really hits the fan. And I feel that there could be something going on here where shit is really hitting the fan and somebody really wants to call you and talk to you, but there could be somebody else here that is preventing them from doing that, or cause misunderstandings between you and this person because they didn't want you two together for whatever reason. And the third party doesn't have to be like a new lover. It could be a family member. It could be a friend of somebody. I just see there's something going on here where somebody is definitely tired of like fighting with someone else about you, or you've lost interest in the situation, and it's almost like someone is realizing something about somebody else, or this person feels like you know something that could benefit them. It just seems like there's a third party here who feels like you know something they don't. You could not, it doesn't really matter. But there's just something going on where someone is very infatuated with you, obsessed with you, and it's almost like they wish they can ask your advice. But I don't think you and this person are friends. I mean, we can't be friends, this song with Aaron right now. That's crazy. Yeah, you have a third party here who's quite inspired by you guys in one way or another. Like someone who doesn't like you or claims not to like you, or someone maybe, some of you guys, it could be silly, like someone you dated dating someone new and they're like actually like low-key a fan of yours. Like, because you inspired this person to be independent, to be themselves, to be strong. Like, it's your energy, they can sense it. Because sometimes, like, we don't realize this, but when we are in a relationship with somebody, we are sharing a lot of energy with them. So your energy also gets shared with other people that way, especially my light workers, my healers. You definitely, like, people can feel you through other people. So I'm seeing that, like, there's a situation again going on here where I think somebody's realizing here that they were led to misunderstand you as well. There could be multiple different situations going on here, guys. I'm picking up a lot of energy where people are really watching you and not interacting, especially if you're on a public profile or you are a content creator, or your work revolves around helping, mentoring, teaching, coaching. You know, some of you guys are readers, and this person could have signed up for a reading that you knew, or knew someone you knew and you didn't even realize that, like, or someone could have asked for your help anonymously for those that do that type of work. It's very fascinating. You just admit this sense of security in yourself that people have never seen before. And it's got people really talking about you, really fascinated with you, wanting to know more. Date card. The fans. And sometimes you guys may meet people through other people, or sometimes you may not even realize this, but people you've met through a group that you don't even know too well, love watching you, love checking up on you, maybe even people you've met through other people, and they, again, may not necessarily contact you or reach out to you, but they just met you and they're very inspired by you, they like your energy, they like your vibe, and they want to get closer to you. Your intuition is telling you that you do have a lot of fans here, you have a lot of people watching you. You inspired somebody to leave a relationship or toxic relationship, or other people have seen you do that or help people with that. Some of you guys, you do coach or help with that specifically, but I feel like you also, people are talking about the fact that you helped someone leave a bad relationship, or you had somebody's back here, and people want to be seen in this light. Like, you actually inspire people to be better people, because you're a type to stand up when no one else does. You're the type to say something when no one else does. You're the type to do things your own way. You're the type to do it on your own if you have to. You're the type to listen to your intuition over what society says. Listen to your intuition, listen to God over what your boyfriend says, over what your family says. Like, and that's a hard thing for a lot of people to do, because they're taught and conditioned to be that way. Not everybody is always having bad intentions, but if they're listening to the wrong people and they can't act with the strength that you embody, people actually are copying or emulating your strength. And that could be why they're so infatuated with you. Even people that you may find low vibrational, toxic, stop watching me, leave me alone, you know, whatever, right? It's almost like your strength is something that they still wish they had a bit of. Even if they try to tear you down or attack you, they wouldn't have even done that if they didn't see you as a threat, right? But you threaten people even when you're doing nothing, mind your business, because you can probably. How many one song, I could take your man if I wanted to. Lucky for you, I don't want to, whatever that was. Funny. Obstacle. Yeah, somebody here thinks you're going to take someone away from them, and I don't think that you would do that. I mean, come on now. Willpower. Unless it's really a situation where you're with somebody new and this is their ex, that relates to it, you know? Because even then, they could have been pining after someone for so long, and then to see you get that so easily makes them be like, okay, what is this person doing? And yes, there's someone out there for everybody. Yeah, this person just needs to focus on themselves and find someone that loves them or whatever. But there's another side to this where you truly are just very attractive to a lot of people because of the way you carry yourself, because you live a purpose, because you have a star quality. People just are admiring you. They admire your strength. Like, you just have a sense of purpose and destiny that it's going to get a lot of people's attention, even people's attention that you weren't necessarily even meant to get their attention, right? But I feel like everything happens for a reason. But I just mean that you could have got the attention of certain people that you didn't even realize, and it could have pissed other people off here. But again, there's certain people out there who study you because of it, because they're like, okay, like, what has this person got going on that this person or other people are talking about them, infatuated with them? Push willpower. Yeah, you guys do. One of the reasons why, and I always say this because you have the Nine of Wands here, and I read that, like, the Nine of Wands, like, as a representation of a person, is someone who is so attractive because they have been through so many things. And I'm really getting that energy. You guys have Leo placements, I'm hearing as well. Like, because you have overcome so much, you have this sense of, like, strength to you that's almost very scary and intimidating. And yeah, there are people who have gone through things in life that could have been more intense, but there's a combination of your security within yourself, your inner strength, you're not letting the things that happen to you break you. Even when you're going through things, you're not acting out of character. You may just sit with your emotions a little bit or check out, but then you're always popping back up, or you're taking the things that life has thrown you and you alchemize it. Because even when, yeah, I'm hearing I pray to God when I can't stand much longer, you know, I feel that you guys are really amazing at connecting to yourself, connecting to God, connecting to your angels, and just persevering through whatever it is that life throws at you. And a lot of people just haven't seen anything like it. So even people who were guilty of putting you down or hurting you end up being very fascinated by you, watching you to see your downfall, but then realize you guys stood up again. And you always stand up. And you always stand up for others too. And you definitely got people talking about that. You do, like, there's people here who are in tune and they do see you as somebody who is almost untouchable, or even like chosen or something like that. Like, people are talking about something like that about you. Like, don't touch this, untouchable, I'm hearing. Untouchable, interesting. And I think that can translate also to the fact that people may want to date you or be around you, but you do have this untouchability to you where it's like, okay, I better do this person right. And people who are using their intuition can kind of sense that they should probably stay away from you if the situation between you and them isn't going to be good, you know, or good for you. Let go. People are very fascinated by your ability to let go, or your ability to let go of somebody. And now I feel this individual, whoever this is, they can't let go of you, and someone around them has noticed that too. Or also, people have done you so dirty that you guys just let it go. Like, you just kept it moving, kept it pushing. Truth. Analyze. Yeah, I feel a lot of you, like, when you go through things, you don't blame anybody else. Like, you could be hurt or upset, but there's an energy where you sit and you analyze, you understand, so you can make the correct changes. And if there's a situation where you feel like you can't really solve it, I just see you guys just educating yourself on how to move forward and doing that, even if it's hard. And it's almost like, yeah, people... Explore wounds. Yeah, capable of exploring wounds. A lot of you guys did go on a healing journey, or you are the type to constantly analyze why you reacted that way, why this person reacted that way, what's the best course of action. Sneeze. So yeah, unfortunately, there's definitely a toxic energy here. I'm like almost like giving like allergy energy. It's like allergic, and almost gonna feel like certain people are allergic to your energy because it's gonna, they can either learn from it and elevate with it, or unfortunately, it's just gonna make them afraid of the wounds and the things they have to go through in order to transform. Because I feel that, again, people want to copy who you are, emulate who you are after the transformation. But the truth is that energetically, they got to go through certain things in order to find out for themselves who they really are and what they're here to do too. They can't just shortcut by copying you, but what I am saying is that your energy and your inspiration inspires people to make the changes they need or to fight the battles they need to step aside and do that for themselves. And this could be something subconscious that a lot of people are doing but still watching you, and that's why not everybody could be a part of your life, but they still check up or they think about you, or you're seeing signs about them. You'd be seeing a lot of specific signs about someone in particular lately. And yeah, this person definitely was so resistant to the change. New start. You are entering a new start, a new chapter here, and it definitely got somebody here thinking about you very heavily, because they subconsciously know that this is the end, or you're letting them go. Yes, I still watch. Guys, I just shuffled all these cards, and it's like such a synchronicity. Like, that's what I'm talking about today. Like, yes, people are still watching you, copying you, emulating you, still drawing inspiration from your strength. So again, if you guys are really called to a hermit, I really think that it's a detoxing time for a lot of you guys here. You make me want to be better. See, a lot of this is very positive, even if you doesn't feel like it at the time. Because I do think in situations where you guys don't add to the fire, you don't add to the fuel, you just step aside, you let people have it out within themselves, be mad at you, be angry, and you just lead by example. And that's why people do copy you or emulate you. And there is times where you guys have said and done things, you end up being right, or you end up being the first to say it, even if it causes a fuss. But then other people start to see what you're saying, especially if it's a message that you're called to deliver from God, your angels. And it can be difficult sometimes, but trust that if God is calling you to say or do something, then his path and his mission will help you support that, but also other people support that if they are meant to see it. You know, whatever it is that you guys are saying, some of your messages you're gonna transmute into your work, or some of your messages is just to the individuals around you. It doesn't matter if you're talking to one person or 100,000 people. You just by changing one person's life, you can change a lot of people's lives. And you already did set someone off on the right course here. It's just that they're very resistant to the healing that they need to do. So yeah, I see this could be a love interest here. I feel tied to you. You're the only one I desire. Yeah, you were right. See that? Money is coming. Well, that's good. It must be hard for you. Yeah, money is coming. I do feel like there's somebody here too from your past where it's like, I'm hearing something like, I tried to push you so I could see your darkness, or proof that, like, there's almost somebody here I'm kind of feeling like they pushed you away, or they didn't trust all of what you were, or they have their own issues, right? So they wanted to basically prove to themselves that the way they treated you was right. And I was saying, it was like I was searching for your darkness, but all I found was your light, or all I found was the light. I'm hearing something like that. Like, it made sense in my head kind of, but like spiritually speaking, it's like they were trying to make you guys out to be this dark person, but at the end of the day, like, things have come out about you that actually really puts you in a good light. And this could be in terms of somebody else here who really thought that basically so there was something wrong with you, or you did something wrong because someone else told them, or because their own issues, right? It must be hard for you. Yeah, I feel that there's definitely somebody here you could be seeing signs about that is coming to the terms with the fact that the way that you guys are, it actually takes more strength. And I feel that a lot of the time people will attack the light workers, the healers, the mentors, the teachers, if the strong people out here who are doing the thing, because they assume that you're doing these things, or you're achieving, or you have this knowledge or this wisdom, or everything about you is because you're somehow have it easier. But in all reality, it takes 2 times the amount of strength to feel and experience everything that other people are feeling and experiencing, but make a change, or to be the first to make a change, or to put yourself out there in a certain way, or to walk away from something because you knew was the right thing to do, or to resist temptation, to resist low vibrational energies, or fighting with people. A lot of you out there, like, it's not that it was hard for you to do that, more it was hard for you to walk away from people and situations you care about because your ego wasn't in it, but your heart was in it. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Someone is realizing that it must have been really hard for you to do this on your own, you know? Interesting. Not paying attention to the signs. So what if I still care? People will want your destiny, and I wrote imprint. Yeah, so you have a destiny here that's imprinted on you to lead and to show people a new way of being, to create new life for themselves, to transform, and everything you guys are is specific to you and your purpose, and that's why it's going to vary. But the main message remains that you are someone that people do copy, emulate, especially your strength. And it's something that you need to show people, that it's okay to go through the fire and come out like reborn, like, you know, and it's okay to go around it too if necessary, right? It's almost like it's important to listen to your intuition, avoid fighting when you don't need to, and fight for what you do need to fight for, right? There's no 100% truth here, but I'm seeing in a situation where you fought when you needed to, that inspired people. Inspiration when you walked away when you needed to, that inspired people. And somebody, I really feel like you walked away from somebody, and somebody else around this person wishes they had the strength to do the same, honestly. And it could be someone who's dating or seeing someone that you had a relationship with too, for some of you, or it could be a friend and another friend, or a toxic friend you walked away from and someone else around them saw that, you know. And I do feel again that I do think that when people start to emulate a little bit of the path of the work that you guys have done, or lead you by your example, follow your example or follow your lead, they realize how hard it must have been for you to not only be the first person to do that around you, but also when they start to really go through it and see how challenging it is, they gain a new level of respect for you. So I feel like somebody here is trying to do something that you have done already, and they realize that now they were wrong about you for judging you at the time. You are triggering your haters. Well, we know that. How can I hate her? She's such an angel. You are touching people with your emotional side. You are about to. You are learning when to show compassion and when to say no. You see things for what they are. See, this channel message came out 1111, 1055, 111. 1055 is my glow up number. You guys are glowing by just transmuting everything. We got 111, 1111. New doors are opening up for you. And yeah, I see that. Someone is jealous. Yeah, again, you guys have a star quality that a lot of people are jealous of. So I do feel that people will naturally gravitate to you, and other people will try to interfere with those connections. And I really feel that just like there's somebody here who interfered with another connection here, that person is still infatuated with you because they just want to see why this person was so obsessed with you from the jump. And I do feel someone here has never lost their attraction or obsession with you. We got an emperor here, and they could be fighting with someone else about you. And I feel that you are the topic of discussion in a lot of people's conversations. If people do fight over you, they talk about you, and they're doing all that instead of just working on themselves, which is crazy. But I feel that some of these relationships exist for karma, for teaching lessons and stuff. And again, we're not going to judge, but some people just really just need a little bit of your light and guidance, and it transforms them or triggers them, right? So just chatting. They made the wrong choice. Someone could be talking about the fact that they made the wrong choice here in terms of their relationship with you, and you had to go through a transformation because of it, and letting go actually really elevated you. But at the same time, they're realizing, wow, it must have been so hard for this person, because I'm feeling like for some of you, this could just be an ex who went into another relationship or something like that, right? Or cheated or took the easy way out or something like that, right? And with that transformation, you had to go at it alone, and they kind of jumped to something else. And so maybe this person wants to make a move to be alone, or some of you guys maybe moved away from your family and do it all on your own, or you whatever situation here, and somebody judged you for that or whatever, but now that they want to step out and do it themselves, or they're actually doing it, they're drawing strength from what you had told them about your experiences and how you were able to do it on your own. I feel like somebody here judged you guys, but then once they had to go through the same thing, they're all copying, emulating you. And I do feel another situation here, it is somebody who is dating someone you dated, and you reacted to this person in a very great way, but at the time, that person may have dated this new person and was talking bad about you, playing victim about what you did. But I feel like you guys did something to this person or walked away in a certain way, and this person's considering doing the same, because they're like, oh, I can kind of see now why this person acted like that. I almost admire now what I heard about them. Oh, they walked off like that. Oh, they told that person off like this. All I saw was this person's anger. All I saw was their reaction. But now that I'm in this situation with this individual, I can see why they reacted that way. And I feel like, God is bringing a lot of things to light, and a lot of relationships that this could be happening, where people that once maybe teamed up against you, they're fighting amongst themselves, and a party here is realizing that you were not the wrong one here for stepping aside and being the first, even though it caused conflict, even though people might have criticized you for that. You were the first to do something here, to say something, and other people were like, yeah, you know, if this person can let go, so can I. From one, like, I think that there was judgment now, and it's being replaced with something else. Deep friendships with someone of the same sex. A lot of you guys are really, what's the word? You are so supportive of your friends around you, forgiving, amazing people. I think a lot of you guys are an example of that too as well. Always supporting your fellow brothers, sisters, doesn't matter, related or not. You guys definitely set the tone here on how to handle a lot of situations, a lot of relationships. And people look to you for guidance, even when you guys don't really know the next step. But people are looking to you because your way is going to be working a lot better than a lot of their ways. Because at least that you guys can attest to the fact that you are working intuitively and you've tried certain things with good results. And protection from harm. Yeah, and people want to be around your energy too because it's a protective energy. Things will be on display. A change is coming. Big changes are coming for you guys. Very positive changes. You guys are really entering into a new energy, a new attitude towards life. The Nine of Cups there. I do feel you guys are going to be getting your wish fulfilled. And that goes back to the star energy. If you guys are going through a transformation, all these things you guys have gone through is going to lead you to some sort of win and some sort of wish fulfillment. And it's going to show a lot of people, okay, like if I go through this change, I need to, whether it's a breakup or moving away from family or healing yourself or going to therapy or facing things or just elevating spiritually and whatever that entails, right? Because I feel everyone's journey is different. I feel that these people see that you were rewarded, or they're going to see that you're rewarded on the other side of the transformation you've gone through. And that's what I'm seeing. So if you guys are going through a tough transformation where you are letting go, there is a blessing on the other side. And a lot of you are already being blessed in so many different ways, especially with a divinely orchestrated glow and shine here, that a lot of people are like, okay, if I do these changes, will I glow and be and look this good and be someone that people look to in this way and whatever. Again, people are not always getting into this with the right intentions, but I'm seeing that at least you're inspiring people to make changes, even if their intentions aren't the best. They're seeing what you're doing as far as the work on yourself. And that's really what people should be copying and emulating. And when people enter your energy, they have to do that work, or else they're not gonna transcend, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. You got a lot of people fascinated with you in the time period. You know, someone who may have claimed up and down that they were done with you is still very infatuated with you. I see somebody here who was maybe put in a third party or as a third party situation here with somebody. They're actually coming to terms with the fact that they can't stop looking away from you because they actually admire you in a sense. They could be going through something with an individual you went through, and now they're seeing, okay, like maybe this person had a point here, you know? And again, a lot of people out there may make you guys out to be the bad guy, haters, all this stuff, but at the end of the day, you guys don't stay focused, stay stuck, you keep it moving, and you enter into the next chapter of your life. And that's what kind of shows that you guys aren't just out here, you know, just causing conflict and speaking your mind for a reason other than you were called to do so. You got a lot of fans. Time to go out and have fun. A lot of you guys are just being called to enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Your next chapter of life is going to be a lot more smoother, I'm hearing, which is nice. Again, a life without challenges is a life without growth. So you guys are a testament to that these challenges could have a beautiful win on the other side of them. And you have shown people that, and people are kind of now inspired to do the change that you guys made, or to do something you guys have done, or put yourself out there in a certain way that you've done it. And a lot of the things that you guys embody and do is people really admire that, your style, your sense of self, your knowledge. And it's like you guys could say something so profound and not even realize it, and someone could be repeating that energy, or repeating that phrase, or sharing the thing that you shared with them, and you don't even know that one thing you tell somebody to help them, inspire them, could spread across the world that way. January, peace and harmony. Somebody wants to make peace with you guys because the truth is coming out about something, or they're seeing that, you know, there wasn't darkness there. Like there was just you guys fighting darkness, if that makes sense. Got a King of Swords here. You can be with an air sign or an earth sign. I'm seeing as well. Yeah, somebody here is definitely regretting the choice they made in terms of their relationship with you, and they want to come towards you because at the end of the day, you know, if you guys had a falling out or whatever, your strength and your wisdom and the way you carry yourself and handle yourself is something that they just don't want to miss out on, and they miss it. They miss your energy, they miss your vibe, and this person is really sad that I'm hearing, like, you know, it's almost like the light was taken out of their life, and they could have felt influenced to do that, or they could have just made a wrong choice here and was fighting this transformation they had to go through. And sometimes people have to go backwards into the darkness to be led back into the light. But you guys are an example of that, and you're continuing to lead in this way, so keep up the good work. And if you're in a path right now where you're walking away from something, just know you're inspiring a lot of people to do the same. So continue on, even when you don't know what's on the other side of that. Because I do feel there's a wish fulfillment coming for you, okay? So get excited about that. I want you guys to comment below if you made it to the end. I'm a star, and I'm so excited a wish is being fulfilled in my life. I enjoy being a positive example for others. You could pick one of the three or do all of them. And give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe, okay, guys? You can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, for more. Okay, bye, guys.